Tonight, on Unsolved Mysteries of the Wasteland, we're going to look at a little town called Monongah and what happened there in 2076. Previously, Monongah was known as a mining community, but that all changed when Hornwright Industrial bought the mine in 2075. The town of Monongah thought this was a blessing. They would receive royalties for years, and the town would finally be stable. And the townsfolk would finally have some financial freedom. But that blessing quickly turned into a curse, as Hornwright Industrial moved in auto miners to replace the workers. And those auto miners were so efficient at their job, they completely stripped that mine in less than a year. In January 2076, Hornwright was done with Monongah mines and was ready to pack up and leave. The foreman at the time, Deke, packed up the auto miners, set explosives, and closed the mine. And what happened next remained a mystery for 27 years. When that mine closed, the townsfolk were upset, especially a lady called Maggie Williams, who was a small child at the time, because several of the townsfolk were missing, and it was believed that they were in the mines. Maggie believed it so much she tried to dig with her bare hands to reopen that mine to get to her father, Earl Williams. Later, it was discovered and told and retold that those missing men had just skipped town. But did they?
Yeah, I first met Maggie when I went to a place called Foundation. It was an interesting little town. Settlers trying to reclaim the wasteland, struggling against the raiders. You know how it is. You've traveled. And there were an odd collection of people there. But yeah, Maggie's tale hit my heart. She wanted to know just what happened really with her father. So I asked her some questions. She said that she thought that Helm and some other guys had just went into the mines and was in there when it collapsed. And she just wanted to know if he, or just what happened. Just what happened. And, it's been 27 years and she's still kind of hook up, on this. And I felt really bad for her. And I agreed to look into it and help her out. And, oh God. What we found. Oh God. Oh. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm okay. But this taking on this cold case, really was bad. But Foundation, yeah, it was an interesting place to visit. It was settled in a nice spot. Well defended. They were really doing something there. They were really reclaiming. And when you go in, you could tell that they had all been pulling together and trying to help out. But then I met Maggie. She was just standing there, and we got to talking, and she was telling me about her father, Earl. I met a couple other people there too, a guy named Ward. And you know, there's a lot of people around, and there was an interesting guy that I met there also named Samuel, and he was trading in gold bullion, and I thought to myself, like, where are you getting this gold? It didn't make any sense. So he was just weird. So the whole town gave a little bit of a vibe. But that's where I met Maggie, and I agreed to take her case. So the first step was to go to Monongah and see if I could find anything, any evidence, anything left. It had been 27 years, so who knows? Who knows what would be there? Who knows what was still there? Especially after the war, after the bombs fell. But like I said, something about her just really pulled at my heartstrings, and I needed to help her. I needed to go. I needed to go to Monongah and find out what happened to this girl's father. Yeah. So we traveled to Monongah, me and a friend. There's the town, and then up above is the mine. So we went there, and we looked around. And of course, being the Wasteland, there was some hostilities, and we had to take care of that. And once we cleared the mining camp, we were able to take a look around. And we should have left it there and just told her that it was obvious that her father had expired if he was in the mine. But the mine was completely blocked. Really, really blocked. But we didn't stop there. We didn't. Anyway, we did search the rest of the mining camp. We found some useless junk, but we also found a computer from Deke Sykes, the mine supervisor, and his notes on the project. And that gave us kind of a first clue, and we knew we needed to crack that mine open. And we tried several methods to crack the mine open, but nothing worked. So, man, why did we do that? So against all of our better judgments, we broke into a silo and launched a nuke to crack the mine. And we got inside. But yeah, it was difficult through the silo because it was on lockdown, and there was protection, and we had to make it through that. But we did. We made it through. We launched the nuke. We were searching for answers. We were searching for justice for Maggie.
Little did the vault dweller know that they just opened a very, very scary encounter. And an encounter that would give them nightmares for years. Our next part of the tale is not for the faint of heart, so please be advised, and young children shouldn't be watching.
Yeah, so we made it into the mine, and we found a holotape from Earl to his daughter, and remnants of some really bad stuff. Really bad stuff. We found some journals from Earl, and so it looks like they were trapped there, and oh God, what it must have been like for him. Oh, must have been horrible. But they were running out of food, and one of their friends had expired, and they ate him, and they started cannibalizing each other. Oh gosh. And but that's not all we found in the mine. There were wendigos, and obviously Hornwright hadn't packed up all the auto miners because there was still equipment down there. So why did they blow it? Why did they blow the mine? Why did they collapse it with all that equipment in there? I don't understand. Did they do this on purpose? Did they really mean to kill these guys? But Earl, I mean, he hung on. He hung on with the food that they had, the cannibalizing that they had. It must have been awful, but it's always night in that mine, and he went insane, and then he changed, and what we found was horrible. He had mutated. He had 3 heads. It was so frightening. It was so frightening. He attacked, and so we did everything we could to protect ourselves. But it was so scary. I mean, he would screech and we would run, and oh man. It was a nightmare, and I didn't think that we were going to make it out. We fought. We fought so hard. We tried everything that we knew how to kill him, but he was just not taking much damage at all. He wasn't taking much damage at all. And we were just trying to stay alive, and I didn't think we were all going to make it out of there alive. It was so scary and terrifying, and in the moment, your adrenaline's pumping, and you're just in survival mode. You just want to survive. And, and we did. We survived. We fought. And every time he screeched, these little wendigos would appear. And he was just so tough. He was so tough. And we were so scared. But we fought with everything that we had. We fought with everything. And we all made it out. We all made it out alive. And the one thing I could say is he's down. We put him to rest, and I really hope that that brought Maggie comfort. It was hard, but we did bring her something that she could have good memories of her father. Because he was still carrying his pocket watch. It was stuck in his body, his mutated body. So after we killed him, we searched and we found that pocket watch, and we cleaned it up, and we took it back to Maggie and told her that we found her father's remains, and he had this on him, this pocket watch, and we thought she would like it to remember him by. So I really hope that her mind is at peace now, knowing that her father is and that her father had really died in the mind, and that she knows now. It's not a mystery. He didn't run off. He didn't leave her. But he died in the mind. And we lied to her. We told her it was a quick death. But she didn't need to know. She didn't need to know what her father had turned into. She didn't need to know that horror. I'm sorry. Excuse me. But we survived. And we all survived. And we put him to rest. And we resealed the mine. We resealed it so nobody else would have to know the horror of what happened there. It took 27 years for him to mutate into that. And it just must have been horrible. Just horrible. Excuse me.
So there you have it. Earl had went insane, mutated into a terrible monster, and now is at rest. And you can know that you're safe in the Wasteland. However, The next time you run into somebody in the wasteland and they ask for help, you might just want to turn away. Thanks for watching Unsolved Mysteries of the Wasteland. And stay safe.